guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today we have a little bit of a self-care video. I'm going to be talking you through my complete skincare routine. So I have had so many lovely comments about my skin recently, so I'm super excited to share all of my secrets with you, share all of my go-to products and things like that. Delve into my skincare routine, I just want to tell you a little bit about my skin story, I guess. So growing up, like as a teen, I didn't really have acne or anything like that. I did get like the odd spot. I was the kind of person who, when I did get a spot, it was like the biggest spot ever. It was like a mountain on my face and it would be there for like 4 weeks and not go. But as a general rule, I did not really have acne. So I was really lucky in that respect. But then I got to about 19 and I was diagnosed with perioral dermatitis, but it was about a year and a bit before I finally got diagnosed. So I was living with this like rashy, horrendous skin condition which looked like acne and nobody could tell me what it was. So when people do give me compliments and tell me my skin is nice, that is just so nice for me, because I went through like a year and a half of like not wanting to go out because my skin was so gross. Not gross, that's a really bad word, but I felt gross because it did look like acne. And acne is totally normal, everybody has it, but I would be lying if I said that it didn't bother me at all. If you don't know what perioral dermatitis is, then it's basically a skin condition that commonly affects women between the age of like 15 and 50, I think. I might have to check up on my knowledge. It's been a little while since I had it. However, it comes through around like your mouth, mainly like your lower face, and it comes out as like a big, itchy, horrible rash. And mine was like dried and would go yellow and like leak and with pus. I'm sorry if you're like squeamish, it's really gross. Yeah, it was horrible. I couldn't put makeup on it, and no doctor at uni. Admittedly, university doctors aren't the nicest. I always felt like a little bit fobbed off at uni. Like I was just not taking that seriously. So I just felt like no one was really listening. No one was helping me. I don't know. And I was working 2 jobs at the time. So I was having to like go out all the time, and I had this horrible thing on my face and it just made me feel so unconfident. And yeah, I was just very like insecure about my skin and it wasn't very nice. And then finally one day I went to the doctor and she happened to be a specialist in perioral dermatitis, which is just like, what are the chances? And straight away she was like, yeah, that's that. And I was like, oh my gosh, I've put like 100 different creams on my face, tried so many different things, and then you're able to just like diagnose it. And it just like, looking back, now I know what it is. I'm like, how did someone not know what it was before? And it's super frustrating, but it makes me so grateful for my clear skin now. So yeah, basically prior to seeing this doctor who knew what it was, I was trying loads of different creams, and I actually had this cream which was for eczema on my hands. Skin on your hands is much thicker, so this was like the strongest kind of steroid cream that they did. And I was literally at my wit's end. I was like, oh my god, maybe this could work on my face. Never ever do that, because your face is so delicate. And I put some of it on my face and it did actually clear it up, like a tiny patch of it, but it turned that patch of my face like so white. So I just had like normal skin now, but then like patches of white where I'd put this cream on, and it was so dumb, but I was like desperate to have clearer skin. Being at uni as well and like going out and socializing, I just didn't want to be like, it did look like acne, and if you didn't know me and knew I had this, you would have just been like, oh, she's got really bad skin. And I know everybody gets spots, but I don't know, I just felt super insecure about it. But we do need to normalize spots because you can't help it. It's not like you ask for it. It's just like genetics, and some people will get more spots than others. So yeah, we just need to be kinder to each other with that. So that cream didn't work, and that doctor was like, oh my god, never put that on again. And she basically prescribed me some antibiotics, and she was like, okay, I'm really sorry, but this is gonna get worse before it gets better on this medication, but it will work. And it also made me like super emotional, and like, it was just not a good time. I was on them for over 2 months. It was like a really, really long course of antibiotics. I'd never done one that long before. And it did, she was right, it made it worse before it got better. So it like really flared up, and oh my gosh, I couldn't put any makeup on at all at that point because it was just so sore. But then, believe it or not, it did start to improve, and I was like, oh my gosh, I've got clear skin, this is wonderful. I didn't even want to put makeup on at that point because I was just like, I could go out without wearing any, because I didn't have this like peeling rash coming off my face all the time anymore. So I was super, super happy, and it didn't really come back, touch wood. Since then, it really has made me really grateful for my skin and really take care of it. And whilst I was at uni, I did always like moisturize and do all of the stuff that is very like common knowledge, but only since I finished university, I've really like taken the time to read articles, watch Skincare by Hiram. You should check out his YouTube channel. He has taught me so much. Just like sort of taken more of an interest and like learn about what skin type I have, which is super important. We'll talk about it when we go and do my skincare routine. I just wanted you guys to know that I haven't always had clear skin or glowy skin, which you guys often comment. Why, thank you. It's been like a bumpy road, but I'm super happy with where I am with my skin now. So now I just need to take care of it and make sure that it doesn't go really wrinkly, really young, because I'm out in the sun with no protection, and I'm cleansing it properly and using good ingredients and things like that. But yeah, we'll talk about that when we get through to the bathroom and I show you my skincare routine. If any of you are struggling with perioral dermatitis, if it's like a minor case, you might be able to get rid of it with the creams. However, mine just wouldn't budge, and that was where I had to have the really strong antibiotics. And I would recommend it because it was like 2 years ago now, and I have never looked back. I feel so much better and so much more confident. You don't realize how much like something like that on your face will affect you until you've gone through it. Because like when you see other people with spots, you just sort of, I don't know, if one of my friends has a spot, I don't even notice it. I'm talking to them, I'm not looking at their like face and trying to find like imperfections, because that's just not what I do. So I'm sure nobody was even looking at my rash, but it's just how you feel inside, and it's nice to have nice skin. So yeah, we need to take care of our skin. So let's head through to the bathroom and start with the routine now. Hey guys, so I'm in the bathroom, nice setup. Back in my PJs, all comfy. But the first thing I want to talk about is makeup removal. So it's so important that you remove your makeup. Recently I've come to learn that makeup wipes aren't the best for the environment, and they also aren't the best for you either. Skincare with Hiram taught me all about this, but he just basically said that the way you like pull your skin around with a makeup wipe can make you age faster. And when I heard that, I was like, oh my gosh. And then obviously like I want to help the environment where I can, and I can see how like makeup wipes are super wasteful. So I looked to find something reusable, and I found these reusable cotton pad things. I'll show you them in a sec. They were literally off Amazon, and they come in this little bag, and when you are done you can just put them in the bag and wash them all together. They look like this, and to remove my makeup I use micellar water. This is the one that I've got by Bioderma, but Garnier and lots of other companies do it. I would always look for one without fragrance because they tend to be kinder to your skin. I also bought this cleansing balm by Clinique, which is actually really good. All you have to do is wipe it around your face with your fingers, and everything comes off, and then you can just like rinse it off with water and cleanse your face. I don't always fancy doing that, I like mixing it up, but the reason I have both of these things is because when I was changing from makeup wipes, I wanted to try both. It's called Take the Day Off by Clinique, and it is really good. Sorry, I'm chopping my head off. This tripod's a bit short. So I'm just gonna add some of this micellar water to my reusable cotton pad thingy, and then I'm just gonna head to the mirror and remove my makeup now. What I tend to do is remove like the majority of my face makeup with one, and then grab another pad and do my eye makeup. So disclaimer, I am no like skincare specialist. I'm just sharing what works for me, and I'm trying to be consciously careful. So yeah, so now I'm gonna remove it from my eyes. I also read somewhere that if you like hold it over your eye and let it dissolve before you wipe, it's like less, what's the word? You're not pulling your eye as much, you're not like scraping it. So yeah, I think the key is to just be really delicate and take care of yourself, not yank yourself about. Also, you can just remove your makeup with a normal cleanser, but it doesn't always get it all off, and sometimes you end up with makeup running all down your face. So it really is down to personal preference, but yeah, you could just wash it off with like your cleanser. If you are like a little bit tight on funds and you don't have enough to get loads of different products, you could just take your makeup off with, yeah, a face cleanser. Which nicely brings us on to the next step, which is cleanser. So now I want to talk to you a little bit about what I use to cleanse my face. It is super important to cleanse your face twice a day, once in the morning and once in the evening, because in the morning you have slept on your pillow, you've got all like build-up of muck, and you need to cleanse it and be fresh and ready for the day. And then in the evening, you've had so much all over your face, you've had pollution, you've had life, you get the drill. So you have to do it in the morning and the evening just to completely cleanse your face and keep your skin clear and glowy and fresh. So now you might come to the question, which cleanser should I be using? So I think it's really important to know what skin type you are, and the skin type test, which I actually learned from Skincare with Hiram. You have to go check him out now. I'm like plugging him so much throughout this video. The test basically includes going in the shower, getting out of the shower, not putting any moisturizer on or anything like that, just leaving your face be. And if it feels like a bit tight, like uncomfortable, like you really need to moisturize, you probably have dry skin. If you feel nothing at all, you're very lucky and you probably have normal skin. If it looks a little bit wet, you've got oily skin, or like, I don't know, like pory, if you know what I mean, like you can see like your pores. Oily. And if you have patches of both dryness and oiliness, you have combination skin, which is I think what I have, probably edging more towards the dry side because I do get eczema and things like that. So I tend to use cleansers for combination skin, to dry skin, to sensitive skin, because that is what your gal's got. So prior to doing a little bit of research and stuff on skincare, I did use this one a lot, which is fine. It's just like a Superdrug Naturally Radiant, a weakened skin, cleanses, removes makeup, and it's for normal to combination skin, so like that's probably why it was fine for me, because my skin is about combination. After a little bit of research and watching videos and stuff, I came across this simple one. It is the Micellar Facial Gel Wash, and it is for dry and sensitive skin. However, it really deeply cleanses without leaving the skin feeling tight. So when I wash my face and don't put anything on it, it does feel like tight and horrible, like I need to put cream on. So that's edging towards the dry side, especially in the winter. So this one's really great for me, and it's super affordable, super cheap. My mum's been using it and she says she really notices a difference now when she gets out of the shower, and she's probably more oily than dry, and it's still working for her. So yeah, this is a really great one, especially in winter, because it is really hydrating. However, it does really deeply cleanse and you get into the skin and get everything out. And it's got no artificial colors, perfumes, no harsh chemicals. So yeah, this is a really great one, and you can literally get it anywhere. Next up, we have one that is slightly more expensive. This is by Crave, and it's the Matcha Hemp Hydrating Cleanser. Ingredients are literally matcha, hemp, oats, almonds, vitamin B5 and sodium PCA. And it says it's a barrier-friendly hydrating cleanser. And when I use it, I do feel like super hydrated, much like this one. But this one smells, it's kind of weird, it smells like green tea, but it just feels like I'm doing like a natural like boost on my face, and it feels really, really nice. But ultimately, this one is perfectly fine. I just thought I'd try this and be a bit bougie. I think this brand is actually from Korea, so it's kind of hard to get your hands on. So this one's perfectly fine. So yeah, I think today I am going to use this one because this one is much more accessible for you guys, and it does a great job too. So what I do when I cleanse my face is I will wet it with some lukewarm water. I'll massage into the skin in circular motions for about 30 seconds to a minute, and then I'll rinse it all off, and then I'm ready to moisturize and whatnot, which I'll talk you through next. I wet my face, now I'm gonna grab a dollop of the cleanser, and then I'm gonna rub it in to get a bit of a lather going, and then I'm gonna rub it into my face. Now I'm gonna wash it up. Okay guys, so next up we have my moisturizing routine, and since I was about 12, my mum actually is the reason I've done this. I've worn eye cream, and I've seen a lot of skincare specialists say it's not necessary, but it's something I've always worn, and it feels good when your eyes are all moisturized. So yeah, the one that I have been using for probably about a year now is the No. 7 Early Defense Eye Cream, and it's like not super cheap, but it's not like skincare posh prices, if you know what I mean. I did actually change up my face cream a couple of months ago, but I've stuck with this eye cream because it's super affordable, but it feels really nice and intense and nourishing, and yeah, I love the feeling of moisturized eyes. It just feels good. And I remember growing up, I did have really dry eyes, and I think perhaps that's why my mum encouraged me to wear eye cream, because my dad has quite dark eyes. I think I do too. I've got bags. So putting eye cream just helps, and it's not a necessity in a skincare routine, but if you can find one you like that's affordable, why not? So I usually just squeeze a little bit on my finger, and then I will dab it underneath my eye. That's probably a little bit much. Put it by my crow's feet. Try not to rub, just dab. No pun intended. So I like to add a little bit on the top of my eyes, or around where the crow's feet start to come when you're older, I guess. So that's the eye cream all done, and now I'm gonna go on to the face moisturizer. So I'm just gonna show you this because I know a lot of you probably don't want to spend like loads of money on face cream. And recently I did switch to a little bit of a spendy one because it's amazing, but I'll talk about that in a sec. I used to use these creams until recently. They're the Early Defense creams by No. 7 in Boots. They've got like pretty good ingredients, nothing too crazy, not fragranced or anything like that. And they've worked, they feel really nice. However, recently I read about this cream and I was like, oh my god, I have to try it. It's the Tidal Brightening Enzyme Water Cream by Sunday Riley, and it is a little bit expensive, and there's a little one you can buy which is only £20 if you want to try it out. But I can't explain how good it feels. Like from going from something like this, which is just like from Boots or Superdrug, and it's like pretty cheap, to this. I think this one is £60, the bigger one, but it does last a while. It just feels insane. It's so hydrating. My skin feels glowy. It feels amazing. I really, really love this cream, and I really recommend trying it out. Treat yourself, get yourself a little Christmas gift just to see if you think it's worth spending the money. If not, there are so many great like creams you can get on the market. Like this one is really good, and I would recommend it if you don't want to spend too much money. But yeah, this one's amazing. It feels so good on your skin, like can't explain how good it feels. So yeah, I'm just gonna pop this on now. I just put it all over my face, put it on delicately, you don't want to scrape like I always say. So yeah, I'm just gonna pop it on now. And it does actually smell like cucumber, and I don't usually like cucumber, so yeah, it says a lot, but I love it. But it feels incredible. I can't explain how good it feels. So yeah, it's a great cream. All done and feeling glowy and lovely. I will also moisturize my neck, shoulders, chest, and everything like that, just because I don't want them to go wrinkly when I'm older. Another thing worth mentioning is that the creams that I used to use by No. 7 had a day cream and a night cream, and that was because the day one has SPF in it. Obviously it's super important to wear SPF, and this doesn't have an SPF in it. And the reason I'm okay with that is because I read up and did a lot of research about SPF, and I basically learned that anything lower than 50 on your face is not protecting you enough. Even on days where it's cloudy, you need to be wearing SPF. You need to really integrate it into your daily routine, and that's something I've been doing over the last couple of months. I've learned the importance of wearing an SPF. It's super important, and when you find a good one, you'll never look back. So this cream is suitable for day and night because it's got no SPF in it, and then I put my SPF on after I put on the cream once it's dried. This is quite a heavy cream, so if you're someone with oily, spot-prone skin, you probably wouldn't want this and then a SPF. You'd want a lighter cream and then an SPF. So it's all about working out what works for you personally. You just need to be taking care of your skin, taking the right precautions and things like that. So I have a friend who is super into SPF and knows lots about it. Shout out Tina, thanks for the help. She helped me come across these, and this one by Purito is super affordable. I think it was like £10, I can't remember exactly, I'll pop it on the screen. This one by Crave, Beat the Sun, is slightly more expensive. Excuse the eczema on my hand. After the story earlier, this kind of links, so yeah, look, I've got eczema on my hand still. So this one, super affordable, love it. Really great ingredients. It's a water-based sunscreen. I think you can get chemical and water-based. You'll have to do a little bit more research as to which is better for you. This one protects against like pollution and things that could like come into your skin and affect you negatively, as well as the sun. So that's great. But I love this one, it's super affordable, and then this one is great too. I think they're both Korean, but yeah, I've heard loads of great things about them. But if you don't want to order online, you just want to get something from the store, just get something that is SPF 50 and that you can wear with a moisturizer as well. I'm gonna pop it on now. So that is the last step of my skincare routine, and my face is all ready for some makeup if I was going to be putting it on right now, but I'm not. I'm just going to walk the dog today. Very exciting, I know. Yeah, I really hope you enjoyed that, found it insightful. Make sure to drop any questions below. I would love to hear what you guys thought of the video and what your skincare routines are like and how they compare to mine. Yeah, give the video a big thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, and like I said, comment below letting me know what you think. I'm not a skincare specialist. I don't know that much, but I'm just trying to take care of myself and learn what I can here and there. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you next time. Mwah. Bye.